Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. I am a subject teacher of social study and in this video we are going to discuss about chapter 11 and chapter name is The Beginning of Civilization. So student, first of all we will read these chapters. Let's do it. This is the activity. Look at this. Let's try making the eye of Horus. So student, in this activity you have to make King the Eye of Horus. This was the sign of the Egyptian god Horus or Ra. It was considered lucky in ancient Egypt. So student, this is the picture of Egyptian god Horus and it was considered lucky in ancient Egypt. And the things you will need, so student, the things that is needed for the making of the shrine of the Egyptian god Horus: clay, a rolling pin, a plastic, butter, knife, paints and paint brush, water. What to do next? So look at this. So look at this one by one. First one is using a rolling pin, roll out some clay. So student, you have first of all you have to use rolling pin and roll out some clay. Next, once you have flattened the clay, cut one with plastic butter knife, a pattern that resemble the eye shown in the picture. So student, once you have flattened the clay, then cut the clay with plastic butter knife. Cut the clay with plastic butter knife and a pattern that resemble the eye shown in the picture. So student, you have to cut the clay in a shape of eye shown in the picture. Next one is remove any extra clay and let the eye dry for a day. So student, in third line, in third number, you have to remove the extra clay and let the eye dry for a day, for one day. Next day, paint it the way you want. So student, and after that, the clay dry, you have to paint the clay the color that you like the most. And next, you can make a hole in it and wear it as locket, and you can make a hole in it and wear it as a locket in your neck. Look at the next paragraph. So first of all, we'll read this. Early humans, as we learned earlier, we are mainly hunter and gatherers. They are nomads moving around from one place to place to place in search of food. Gradually human being discover fire. So student, early human, as we learn earlier, were mainly hunter and gatherers because they were hunters, because they didn't get food. They didn't get food, so in the search of food, they they were hunting animals and birds. They were gather all these birds and animal for their food, and they were nomads because they have no any home. They move around from one place to another in search of food. Gradually human being discovered fire and invented the wheel and agriculture. This brought many changes in the way people live. So student, this discovery of fire brought a many change in the lives of early human, because fire discovery of fire help us in learn to how to cook. So with the help of the fire, the early human learn how to cook, and after the discovery of fire, their life was totally changed. Look at the next paragraph. People started to grow different lands. People started to grow different kinds of food crops. Now they no longer needed to wander about in search of food. They could settle down in one place. This led to the growth of settlements. The early so student After the discovery of fire, people started to crops, grow different food crops for their eating. Now they no longer needed to wander about in search of food. They could settle down in one place. This led to the growth of settlement. So, student, when the people learn how to grow crop, then they didn't need to go anywhere in search of food. So with the help of when they know how to grow crop, then they have enough food for their survival, so they could settle down in one place. After the after how after they learn how to grow crop, then they could settle down in one place because they didn't want and they didn't need to go to anywhere in search of food, and so they could settle down in one place, and this lead to the growth of settlement. Look at the next paragraph. The earliest settlements grew mostly around river. The river provided the water and fertile soil needed for the growth of crop. So student, when the settlement started, the early humans settled down around river because river provide water and fertile soil for the crops, because river provides water for their agriculture, water for irrigation, water for their survival. So they settle down on the bank of river. Next paragraph. As they no longer need to spend the day hunting, people were able to work at craft like pottery, weaving, and painting. They invented a script and learned how to write. They invented a script and learned how to write. They had the time to think. New ideas were born, leading to invention and discovery. So, student, after the invention of and after the learn how to grow crop, then and after the discovery of fire, they learn how to cook food. So after that, they no longer need to spend the day in hunting, because the early human were hunting for their crops. But after the discovery of fire and after learn how to grow crops, then they don't need to hunting, and people have enough time, and they were able to work at craft like poetry, weaving, and painting. And they invented a script. Means written form of language, and learned to write. They had time to think. New idea were born, leading to invention. And so student, when they know about the written form of language, and they have enough time because they didn't waste the time in hunting and searching of food, so they have enough time to think and create new ideas, and these ideas leading to invention and discovery. This idea led to invention and discovery. Invention means creating something new that didn't exist before, and discovery means the act of finding out something that already existed but was not known. So student, after when the early human have enough time, then they invest their time in thinking and creating new ideas, and these ideas leading to the invention and discoveries. Next, look at the next paragraph. People started exchanging things they made like pots for things that other made like clothes. This led to the growth of trade. Some people become more powerful than other, and they become the ruler of the settlements. Gradually, some of the settlement grew into city. So, student, when the people learn how to invent a script and how to create new idea, then they exchange the things with the other thing. Then they exchange the one thing with the other thing, like they made the things they made like pots for the thing that the other made like cloth. This led to the growth of trade. So student, people exchange the one goods with other, because when any person have clothes and exchange the cloth with they exchange the cloth with pot. When the one person have cloths and other person have pots, and when the other person want pot and the first person want cloth, then they both are exchange their products, and this lead to the growth of trade. Some people become more powerful than others, and they become the ruler of the settlement. They become the ruler of the settlement, and gradually some of the settlement grew into cities. Now look at the next. This way of life gave rise to the earliest civilization. The building of cities and development of script were two important signs of civilization. So student, this way of life give rise to the earliest civilization. Civilization means a highly developed society where people live in city, can write, build massive monuments, and have different occupation like farming, pottery, sculpture, and weaving. So it means the person who are civilized and who have highly developed society. And in the civilized society, there is the building of cities and development of script, were the two important sign of civilization. Now look at next paragraph. The early civilization gave the world some of the most important discovery and invention. Things like the wheel, lighting, weaving, cloth, paper, irrigation were all gifts of this early civilization. In this lesson, we will learn about some of the early civilization of the world. So student, early civilization gave the most of the important discovery and invention to the world. Things like wheel, writing, weaving, cloth, paper, irrigation were all the gift of this early civilization. So student, all these things are the gift of early civilization, like wheel, writing, weaving, cloth, paper, irrigation. And in this lesson, we will learn about some of the early civilization of the world. So student, I hope you all are understood about the beginning of the civilization. This is the part 1, and you have to read and learn about this page number 77 and 78. And that's all, and thank you.